Class 3 to finish the programme at Sha Tin on Sunday with a 1400-metre handicap here. Noble Steed heads and runner-up on his last two starts. Noble Steed, Prance Dragon gets the blinkers back on. Victor Wong taking £5 off from barrier 11. He dead-heated two starts back for a win, as did Magnificent. He dead-heated at Happy Valley at big odds. Pakistan's Friend has his first start for Paul O'Sullivan. Uncle Steve behind Superstar last time out, finished in fourth place. We've got Invincible Missile, runner-up behind Superstar last time out. And Craig Starr goes up in class after a last start win, beating Chairman Low in Class 4. The One, barrier 14 for him, with Keith Young in the saddle. Circuit Hassler and The One have been up at Chung Fa, Brett.
Mentioned at the start of the program how strong the overall card was, and this is a prime example. This is just Class 3. This could easily potentially be a Class 2 race. Magnificent Circuit Hassler maybe to roll forward. Of course, last start he was back in the field and he rattled home. Good to slow. I think that's debatable. Prance Dragon might roll forward. Maybe Craig Starr as well. It is a little tricky race to work out. A bit like the first, actually.
Here is Magnificent, and if they do leave him alone in front, we know he can kick on. He hasn't run very well at Sha Tin before, but he's got back on all those occasions. They've changed the tactics, and it seems to work for him. He goes nicely here in the morning. Triumphant Horse. I like this piece of work from him. He just took off from Smiling Success. It was a good piece of work, and this horse keeps improving. So it's only his third start in Hong Kong. Wouldn't be surprised if he ran well at a price. He'd be 20 to 1 odd. Invincible Missile, he was 3 wide last time. He was a bit unlucky in his run. He's come up pretty short in the early markets, but he should get a nice run, and was a good second behind Superstar, and the horse is going well.
All right, we'll come back to him in a moment. We'll start off, though, with Noble Steed, who's been ever consistent. Course and distance, 9 starts. Only once has he been out of the first 4.
And on this occasion, he drew 12 and he got a fair way back. But have a look at the ground he makes up late. He was very lucky, Keith Young, on the eventual winner here, Happy Force, because Noble Steed was just building a head full of steam here, and watch him really rock at the last 50. For a horse to be able to do this in this type of race with a fairly decent weight is a sign that he can probably win with all this weight in this class and be competitive in a higher grade.
Yeah, it's a really nice race. He's definitely one of the chances, Noble Steed. He's had a unlucky in his races, hasn't he? I've had him in there and he's been held up, and flashes home, and he flashed home once again there.
Yeah. All right, his 2 wins have been course and distance. Invincible Missile, Uncle Steve, Circuit Hassler, and Winning Endeavour. Didn't mind his run. Yeah,
no, this is not a bad race. Now, Invincible Missile was wide most of the way, and he fought on really strongly. It was a good run from him. Uncle Steve didn't have much luck on the inside. Another one, he's only had limited starts here. His gallop during the week wasn't too bad as well. Didn't get a chance to see that, but he's going nicely as well. So both those 2 horses, I think, have got good chances.
Yeah, there are a number of horses in this race that can easily get to Class 2 in time. And I thought Invincible Missile did a grand job there, even though he was cut down final stages.
All right, so Craig Starr, some winning form to have a look at in a lower grade. This is Class 4, so his first start now in Class 3.
Yep, and prior to this, he'd been very consistent and got his win finally. He'd run second to Full of Beauty 3 starts ago, beaten a neck behind E-Star. That E-Star race was full of horses that looked progressive. So I don't think Craig Starr is out of this by any stretch of the imagination. I think it'll be difficult for him to win first go in this grade, but I think he'll run well.
Yeah, look, he's been going nicely, hasn't he, in the lower grades, as you say, in some good form races. So another one, it's a tough race, this one.
All right, throw Pakistan Friend into the mix as well. He's having his first start for Paul O'Sullivan, his first start since New Year's Day.
Yeah, really like this trial. He hit the line very strongly. He looked like he's ready to run a big race. We know he's been very consistent. He's won 2 of his last 4, a second and a third. And this trial was really, really good.
It was, yep. He's an undeniable chance in the race. Another one of these horses, there's probably a handful of them that look progressive and look to have Class 2 and potentially above in their sights in time.
Yeah, it was a big price at this stage as well, 15 and 4.1. But there you go. The market at this stage, Paul, has Invincible Missile as our favourite.
Yeah, I'm going to go. I want to find some value in this race, so I found some, I think, with Magnificent.
He owes you nothing.
He doesn't. He doesn't at all. Back to 1,400 metres, I think, is okay for him. And if they do go back on Circuit Hassler, he's going to get his lead by himself. So I've got him clear on top. Well, not clear on top. I think it's a good race, but we'll get a price. Pakistan Friend's going to be the toughest to beat, I think. He's going nicely as well, as is Invincible Missile, another one that's had excuses and running well recently. And then for fourth, I put Uncle Steve. I didn't mind his last run, and I thought he galloped well during the week. 3, 5, 11 and 7. For me, happy to go each way again on the 3.
I'm going to go with the 11 on top. I think he ran a great race in defeat last start, Invincible Missile. And I think he'll be hard to beat again, but there are some quality gallopers in this race. Noble Steed, good barrier but top weight. Craig Star, last start winner, up in grade. I know Andrew's going to make, or I was already mentioned, a little case for winning Endeavour. I'm going to sneak him in for fourth. But 11, 1, 13 and 8 in a good quality race to wind up the card.
Yeah, there's plenty of chances there, I think, in the final event, but we'll come back to that in due course. Stats time, and we're going to focus, Paul, on the current record of John Moore is absolutely flying.
Yeah, look, he's had a first full rate of 50% in his last 3 race meetings. 3 wins, 3 seconds, 3 thirds and a fourth, and he's got some really good runners. I think he's got 13 runners throughout the card. Some just to focus on there. Beauty Charisma, first starter. He's an interesting runner, of course, Beauty Generation, same colours. And Styling City up in the 1,200 metre race as well. So there's 3 horses that he's got.
And Helena Charisma as well, of course.
Oh, yeah.
Left the winner out.
Left the big one out. Best bets, he might crop up again here in a minute. What's your best here for?
He doesn't crop up mine. I've got Ezra. I just really like Ezra. I think he's well placed in this particular race. Regan Bayliss aboard. Should have won last time, and he can atone here in race number 2. And I'm going to go stick with my Magnificent the last. Looking for a horse with a big price. Should be a 50 to 1 chance going to that last. Nice race. If they leave him alone, we know he's tough.
Yeah, he's won at a big price before, that's for sure.
And there's the play, Magnificent, Pakistan Friend and Invincible Missile, the QQP.
Giddy up. For me, I'm going to go Looking Good for Alfred Chan, who I think's got a number of chances on the card, but race 4, number 11, he should be hitting the line very strongly with that light weight. He does look well placed on the weight. And Super Red Dragon, he's going to take some galvanising, this horse, to stay in touch early, but I think if Chad Schofield can achieve that, be in the first half, he'll keep up a reasonable gallop from a low gate, and I'll include him in my play of the day, which is Silver Fig the Banker with Glenealy General's Diamond Brilliant and Super Red Dragon, who should be 50 to 1 plus.
There you go, that'd be nice. Refined Treasure for me, I'll take on Full of Beauty, who goes off odds on. Refined Treasure might have been each way price as well. I think he's a nice horse, up to 1200, no problem at all. And winning Endeavour, Regan Bayliss could be in for a good afternoon as well. Good run last time out. Glastonbury Song was his name when he raced in Ireland for Gerlines. 4th in the Irish 2000 Guineas. Full of Beauty, Refined Treasure and Water Diviner, though, is my play. The QQP around 5, 7 and 10. All right, that just about wraps things up. Looking forward to a big day, though. It's going to be good.
Yeah, I'll tell you what, if Full of Beauty doesn't beat Refined Treasure, then I'll buy you 5 ice creams. If Full of Beauty wins, you've got to buy me 1.
Right.
That's fair enough, isn't it? Looking at the odds. Paul will be interested in that.
You into that as well, Paul?
No.
Right.
Oh, you're off the ice creams, aren't you?
Yeah, I am a bit at the moment. Only temporarily, don't worry.
Good news.
All right, that's Sha Tin on the weekend. Back to Happy Valley on Wednesday night after our week off as well. But that's the show. Thanks for watching on behalf of Paul Brett and the rest of the team. Hopefully see you at Sha Tin on Sunday when we will be racing to win.
Ciao.